Rhymney Valley Foodbank started about 7 years ago when community regeneration recognised a need within the community and approached the church about starting the food bank as a project. The food bank is part of the Trussell Trust Food Bank network, and we have 2 distribution sessions. One is here at Have a Day in Rhymney, and the other is at White Rose Resource Centre in Utradiga on a Thursday. The role of the volunteer is to make people feel welcome, to be a listening ear, and to provide the help that we can in both collecting food and offering it to those in times of need.
My name's Jan Paul. I've been here for nearly 1 year now. I spend about 3 hours a week at the Rhymney Foodbank.
It's there to help people that are in such a position that they can't afford to buy food.
Role as a volunteer is to pack parcels. I come in an hour early just to help with the delivery and do that extra few bits and bobs. My OCD kicks in to keep it all tidy.
I meet and greet and make teas and coffees. If they want to chat, we'll sit and have a chat with them. If they don't want to chat, well then we don't. But we're there to make them feel a little bit more comfortable.
That's one of the things I really like about what you do as well. You know, you come into this place, somebody greets you, gives you a cup of tea and a biscuit, and that immediately will make you feel like a human being, not a beggar.
A lot of people think if you're poor or you can't afford to feed yourself, there's a stigma around it, and a lot of people think they've got themselves into that situation, it's their problem to deal with, and 9 times out of 10 it's been brought on from things out of their power. I've been in the situation where I've been homeless myself. I've been in severe hardship, and I understand the situation that people are going through. And so it's quite handy in the way that I've got that behind me, that I can understand people and help them in that sort of way.
We have food bank volunteers who join us of all different ages and backgrounds, and they come for many different reasons. Some just wanting to give back in their community.
I feel as though I'm helping somebody.
It's giving back as well.
And for me, it's a two-way street as well, you know. I mean, part of the reason why I came here was I lost my wife just before Christmas last year, and for a couple of months after that, I just closed in on myself. But coming here gets me out of the house, and it gets me involved with people again, and that makes me feel more human as well. So it's a sort of win-win situation for me.
A couple, a single person or a family may come into the food bank. If they haven't got a voucher, we normally signpost them to our on-site support worker. They'll talk to them, get to know their situation as well, and see if they need extra help after visiting us at the food bank. They'll issue a voucher for them, and we'll pack a parcel, depending on the size of the family, to give them a substantial amount of food.
Until I come here, I didn't realise, just thought everybody walks in for the food bank and off they go. Didn't realise that it is actually, you have got a voucher. There is a proper system in place. It isn't just random people coming off the street.
It's good in a way having that voucher system, because if somebody hasn't got a voucher and they ask for a voucher, they can speak to that support worker at the same time, and they can understand what other problems they're going through, if it's debt, if it's employment issues, if it's other issues, I don't know, but they can also help them then as well.
We are also really grateful for the organisations that we partner with, so that's Communities for Work, that's Pobl and Solas, that's Citizens Advice, Scoval, GDAS, who are all there to provide that network of support, so that while we're able to provide food in crisis, there is more support there to help people out of whatever particular challenges they're facing.
You can come along and then they'll say, we'll help you either if you're in debt or whatever. There are other people to help, so it isn't just here's your food and go.
They help with housing and that sort of thing as well, don't they?
It's not just the food bank, there's such a knock-on effect that I didn't realise.
We have had complications in the past where people have been under the influence of alcohol or something, and they've been quite aggressive in their ways, sort of thing, but we just try to calm them down, just speak to them, try and understand what's going through their head, so we can talk to them on that level where they understand and they don't feel like they're being judged or victimised. The main challenge I feel is that we have very low stock. People don't always get the right amount of food items that they need in the parcel, so we run quite low on donations. We don't get many donations in. Obviously, with the Rhymney Valley being quite small, there's not many supermarkets, so we do rely on mainly people who donate from the churches.
The main staple for donations are long life foods, but we also are trying to collect hygiene products, washing up powder, cat and dog food and baby food.
I remember a lady I used to work with in Cardiff who looks after homeless people, and one of the first things I learned from her is often your pet is your only constant companion, and are you going to eat your meal? and watch your pet starve, basically, You know, perhaps there's an element of, again, you know, the humanising factor, remembering that people are often living alone and having a pet, and that pet needs food too.
Yeah, because a pet is a companion, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You're not on your own if you've got a pet.
That's right.
One thing we do struggle on is baby food. You get a lot of families coming in with month-old babies, 7 months old, 2 years, but we don't always have stock for baby food at all.
Toiletries, I would say, there's one of the things that you don't think about your food bank, but how much, whether it's hand soap, deodorant, hygiene, little things.
You tend to forget that, alright, they need a tin of beans, they need a loaf of bread, a pint of milk.
How are they going to wash
They
themselves?
also need a bar of soap, they need a toilet roll, they need toothpaste, washing powder. Lots of things that you don't really think about, really. And we don't get powder, do we?
No, I've never seen any powder here. Since I started last year, I've noticed a big increase in the amount of people using the food bank. I would say it's doubled. It's a wide range of things, I think. I think it's the current climate in Britain with employment levels, poverty is on the rise. A lot of people are struggling. People can't afford to maintain daily living, even if they are in employment. So a lot of people are relying on food banks to help them.
We had a lady come the other week, and we sat and chatted for an hour. She was so uncomfortable. I said to her, well, you can come back any time, sit and chat. Have a cup of tea. There's always somebody to sit and chat to.
She was quite overwhelmed by the level of help she actually got from us, and she broke down at the car just saying thank you so much for helping or whatever. She was really concerned about her children in school because she couldn't afford to feed them, so she was really happy that we helped, really overwhelmed by it. It was quite nice.
I suppose in a way it makes us feel a bit guilty. To think that I can afford things and yet there's people that can't afford it. That makes me feel guilty. In an ideal world, there shouldn't be a food bank.
Yeah, absolutely.
To have a food bank to feed people in this day and age is wrong.
Unfortunately, there is a need for the food bank in the Upper Rhymney Valley area. We do see some of our most vulnerable people coming through the doors here at Haverdeg, and we can't thank our volunteers enough. They are amazing. They go above and beyond every week.
I think by far the best thing about the food bank are the people involved. There's the people you meet and work with regularly. The food bank means something to so many different people for so many different reasons.
And it's the real passion that you see come out in everybody. It's such a good cause that everybody gets involved. I know that the food bank are struggling for certain items, so we are going to run a campaign which will ask for donations.
People can donate by getting in touch with us directly through the telephone or by email, drop things off at the sessions, or that we have collection points at Tesco's in Ystrad and Morrison's in Bargoed. You can also bring your donations directly here to Haverdeg, where there's a collection point. So I'm so thankful for our team of dedicated volunteers. The commitment they offer is incredible, and it's very moving to see that happening week in, week out. They're always here. So thank you to all of the volunteers, and I'm so pleased that they've been recognised by the staff here at Haverdeg and have been nominated for this award, and congratulations to them. They deserve it.
Congratulations to all the nominees. We can't thank you enough for all your hard work. So on behalf of myself and all the community regeneration staff, thank you.